na-burnout ako, na-depress ako, I lost a lot of weight before, stressed masyado ako.
Right.
Hanggang dito na lang ba talaga ako? Do I have to experience this distance from my loved ones para sa kakarampot na sweldo? It was in college that I was humbled, no? Kasi first time ko mag-fail. Anong relate ng mathematics sa bato? Nilalagay ka nila sa pedestal eh. And the expectations are so high na what if hindi mo ma-meet yung expectation ng employer mo? Ano mo mangyayari sa'yo? You'll just become a major disappointment.
Being a top-notcher, going through 4 years of geology, going back to zero, starting from nothing, wala ka nag-regret na nihawak ka before? Wala ka, like what? What's happening?
I think what changed about me for the past 2 years is...
Welcome guys to another episode of the Press Play Podcast. Today, meron tayong nagbabalik or bumalik na special.
Very special?
Guest? Host? But anyway, we just want to introduce him.
Who?
Mr. Iat Paalan.
Hello! Bakit niyo ako tinanggal sa press play?
Bakit ka umalis?
Bakit ako umalis sa press play? Pero nandito pa rin ako.
Yun ang importante guys, that he's actually back here. He's going to bless us with his insights in a very specific topic, especially right now. I mean, I don't know what especially right now means, but yun pa rin yun anyway. So,
Introduce himself.
yeah, well, we're gonna let him introduce himself. Even though marami na siyang times na he introduced himself in a very specific way, by now, dapat alam niyo na ano yung tagline niya. Sige, go yan.
So, ako day si Ian, no? Bida-bida, multi-potentialite.
Call back.
And I am the CEO and founder of Passion and Purpose Digital.
Wow, yun. Ilba ka na talaga. Banal.
Iba na talaga. Because transformation, di ba? I should not be the same as last year. Tama ba?
Tama. Right. So, bro, like, we're very curious because you've mentioned this siguro a couple of times na in the previous na mga episodes natin, right? Like, your background.
Yep.
Specifically being a geologist talaga.
Yeah, professional.
So,
Mm.
you've also shared na you were a top-notcher.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
But you never really, siguro, expanded
Elaborated.
or elaborated. So, go ahead, bro. Tell us something about yung, yung story mo back then when you were a geologist, or at least siguro yung come up mo pagiging top-notcher as a geologist.
When I was in high school, dates back in high school, tinanong ko kasi yung physics teacher ko, si Sir Canonigo, sa high school, ano yung magandang course na kunin sa college? Ang sabi niya sa akin is, geology yung kunin mo. It's because malaki daw yung money. And when I came into science course kasi yung geology, na-realize ko na magaling talaga ako sa science. And nung time na second year or first year college ako, may nakita akong tarpaulin na nandun yung mga top-notchers na bago sa 2012. And sabi ko sa mga classmate ko, in the future, makikita nyo ako dyan sa tarp. And guess what? It really came true. And behind those manifestation of mine, hindi ko pa alam, manifestation pala yun, no? Lahat ng goal ko, every single day is papunta doon. So, yung mga major subjects lang, ha? Of course, bias ako sa mga major subjects. Kasi geology di ba?
Yep.
So, ina-advance ko na yung mga basa ko, mga readings ko. So, technically, nagiging advance ako when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to geology, kaysa sa mga classmates ko. It's because nag-advance reading ako at natatapos ko yung mga libro before them. Sa classroom setting, always talaga ako yung bida. It's because hindi nila alam yung answer eh. Ako yung parating top of mind ng mga professors ko. And ang parating sabi nila sa akin is, ikaw talaga, Ian, is you will become a top-notcher. Parang ini-embody ko yung manifestation ko. And
So,
it really came true.
not only you, pero kati professors mo, everyone was saying, top-notcher ka.
It's more of kanang, kanang more implied na ba, na gina-expect na nila na mag-top ko.
Okay.
It's because of my performance sa school.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's an expectation already set by high school pa lang.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's not an expectation set by high school, but sa college.
Sa college
Sa college. But the course was, ang plano ko kasi dati is mag-Ateneo, Ateneo, you know, yung blue uniform. Tapos na-realize ko, even if I was the only child in the family, na hindi naman talaga ma-afford ni mama yung 40,000 to 60K per sem at that time, no?
That's big.
So, sabi ko sa self ko, wala akong choice. Mag-USEP talaga ako. It's because sa USEP, it's only 6,000 to 8,000 per sem. So, shout out sa mga dyan, scholars ng bayan, no? Grabe. So, big sa inyong mga scholars ng bayan.
Yeah. Talk to us about yung journey when it comes na nandun ka na sa USEP, right? I mean, obviously there's going to be challenges there.
Of course, yes.
So, what were those and what were some of the learnings that you had?
Alam mo naman, bro, na same time ng high school, and yung high school is matalino talaga tayo, and nagpa-perform tayo ng well, honors students tayo, and it was in college that I was humbled, no? Kasi first time ko mag-fail in something.
How?
And it was a math subject, no? And I really don't like mathematics kasi anong relate ng mathematics sa bato?
Right.
Nagets nyo? So, hindi ko talaga siya, to be honest, reflect din sa self ko is, ano ba yung connection ng mathematics doon sa pinag-aaralan ng science? And paano ba siya ma-apply sa real life? And hindi ko siya nakikita. And that's why maybe hindi ko na-focus yung self ko sa mga math subjects ko. Kaya nag-fail ako. And kasalanan ko din yun. And I remember at that time, parang sinisi ko ng lahat. Ang Lord, si Lord, yung classmates ko, yung professor ko, sinisi ko na lang. I was really someone na nagbe-blame. But I came to a realization na yung failure pala is just a redirection lang pala. Na we need to experience failure in life para i-prepare tayo sa mga challenges ahead. Kasi imagine nyo the school is just four corners of a room, di ba? Pero iba yung challenges na nafe-face natin sa outside world.
Of course.
And the worst part pa dyan is mas malaki yung mga challenges outside, mas mahirap. And experiencing failure is like preparing you for something bigger. So, yun. College.
So, something bigger, di ba? What's bigger than college? So, syempre, it's exam na, di ba? Board exam ba?
Yep.
Oh. So, from college, how different was it to be studying for the actual boards na compared to just studying in school?
Sorry pero my opinion is madali na lang sa akin yung pagre-review sa boards. It's because, as I said earlier, na advanced reading ko na yung mga core na mga books ng geology. And I'm speaking honestly to the heart na passion ko talaga yung geology before. Na yung goal ko talaga before is to become one of the most prominent earth scientists or geologists here in the Philippines.
Wow. That's big.
Yes!
Big goal.
Pero, things have changed.
How close were you to that goal? Honestly.
Wala, bro.
Wala.
To be honest, hindi na ako nagpa-practice ngayon ng geology. And for me, geology was my first love. And talagang mahirap i-let go yung profession mo, no? Kasi, naka-attach na yun sa akin. 9th placer 2016 geology board exam. Paalan, Ian Christopher Palikte. Pero, ang question ko is, hanggang kailan? Hanggang kailan ko i-attach yung self ko sa title ko na yung experience ko sa work ko is hindi naman ako happy. So, life of a top-notcher is so hard. Nga naman, it's a blessing but also a liability. Ask me why.
Why?
Punta dito marketing tayo.
Ask me why.
Sir Ian, why?
Why? It's because when sinasabi nila na top-notcher ka, nilalagay ka nila sa pedestal eh. And the expectations are so high na what if hindi mo ma-meet yung expectation ng employer mo? Ano mo mangyayari sa'yo? You'll just become a major disappointment. And sadly, parang naging ganun na yung nangyari sa akin. When I worked as a geologist before for 4 years of my life. Imagine, 4 years is a long time, di ba? And doon ko na-realize na pwede pa lang mag-choose, no, kung anong klaseng work environment gusto mo mag-work. Kasi yung every time na pinapagalitan ako sa office, it feels na, am I not enough? Am I not capable? Am I not worthy of this?
You question yourself.
I question myself, it's because na-achieve ko to. Pero bakit hindi ko makuha yung expectation nyo? To cut the long story short is, na-burnout ako, na-depress ako, I lost a lot of weight before, no? Yung stress masyado ako.
Right.
And sabi ko, hanggang dito na lang ba talaga ako? I will be experiencing this life as a geologist in the mines, no? Kasi nasa mining industry ako. Do I have to experience this distance from my loved ones na paminsan ko lang sila makikita para sa kakarampot na sweldo? Do I need to risk my life every single day, papasok sa loob ng tunnel, maghanap ng gold para lang sa kakarampot na sahod?
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's not.
So,
not worth it.
di siya worth it. So, what I did is I did the bold move. I resigned 2021 for good. Ang goal ko talaga is ayoko nang mag-practice ng geology. What I did is start from zero. So, I became a trading coach, nag-trade ng crypto, but failed. Ngayon, narinig ko yung freelancing world. Kumuha ko ng mentor, nagkapalmoks talaga ako kasi wala namang mawawala sa akin, di ba? Kasi zero na eh. Nasa zero na ako.
Kakapitan mo na.
Wala na. Zero na talaga ako. So, what I did is, naghanap ako ng mentor. And si Deson Conyado, no? He was our guest before dito sa Press Play. Last episode, yeah. Shout out to my mentor sa freelancing. Nag-learn ako ng podcast editing. Inopen ko yung mind ko to learn other skills. Kasi ano naman yung relate ng pagiging geologist sa pag-i-edit ng podcast, pag-manage ng social media, di ba? Wala! Zero! So, siguro, ang quality na practice ko doon is openness, no?
That's good.
And there came an opportunity na nagkamustahan lang kami ni bro. Sabi ko, nag-aaral ako ng podcast editing, ganito, kasi I want to shift career na. Then, here comes the opportunity na binigyan niya ako ng huge opportunity to work with him.
And I'm actually going to interject there.
Yeah, go.
Because there's, medyo mahaba, ba? I actually wanted to also say na back then when you were actually telling me about your... Kasi it was literally a struggle for you. You know, when you actually told me about the story or is you were experiencing, so ka sa mga minahan, right? Then after that, you tell me the story. Then ako, knowing rin na that's a very dangerous work, I actually feared for his life. So, natakot talaga ako, especially since barkada ko to siya. It's like, it's hard to imagine that you have a friend na very close mo and then after that, he's just gone the next day.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, no, I can't even, So, when nag-catch up na tayo, and then I was like, I did not hesitate to actually offer Hugh kagad the opportunity because I was like, I need to get him out of there literally sa mines. Because at least man lang, if there's something that I could do, I will do it. You know, so, no, I'm just happy that I was able to actually, I did not regret that, that choice. Actually tell him, bro, just get out there, man. Just chill na dyan.
Yes, alis na. Yeah.
It's just, ayoko.
True.
I don't want that to happen. Then after that,
Regret,
I don't want to regret that choice.
Yeah.
So now you're saying na you've moved on from being a geologist, right? So ngayon, what are you doing?
I'm currently one of digital marketing manager sa isang real estate company sa US and magto 2 years na ako doon. So I handle podcast, website, content. So imagine nyo, anong relate ng ginagawa ko ngayon sa pagiging geologist? Top-notcher pa, di ba? So doon pa lang is I was collecting evidence na kahit saan pala ako ilagay ni Lord, meron pala akong paglalagyan, no? And I tend to give my 100% into something, and the best part is I'm able to learn fast that I was able to actually adapt kaagad kung saan yung ginagawa ko. And to top of it, I'm able to create my own digital marketing agency dito sa Davao, helping business owners, mga small to medium business owners through social media advertisement. So, yeah. I think that's what I'm doing right now. Yep.
So bro, speaking of, diba, you've moved on. With moving on, there's gonna be regrets along the way. So being a top-notcher, going through 4 years of geology, going back to zero, starting from nothing, bro, like, wala ka nag-regret na nihawak ka before? Wala ka, like what? What's happening?
I think what changed about me for the past 2 years is I have learned how to forgive and let go of the things and the people na who might have hurt me in the past. It's because mahirap mag-move forward sa life mo with those kinds of baggages. Kasi baggages, yung mga blaming, anger, yung mga guilt, tapos yung shame, wala na yun sa akin ngayon. It's because of this course na inattend ko last year. It's called Discovery Personal Mastery Course by IM Plus Coaching and Training. Of course, I'm going to promote what truly changed my life. No, it's an event wherein you're able to, it's a safe and vulnerable space to actually release all of those baggages. No. And as you can see naman, after I release all of those baggages, nag-focus na ako kung ano talaga yung ang purpose, passion and purpose ko sa life ko. When you say regret, meron, pero wala na. Hindi na... dati yung dala-dala ko pa. So, the essence here is, the faster that you could let go of the things and the people na hindi na nag-serve para sa imuha, the faster you could produce result, the faster you could move on with your life, the faster na makakita kag visibly abundant life.
So here's a question that I'd like to... For you, now you're in this position in your life, galing ka gito as a top-notcher, naging geologist ka, then naging freelancer ka, now you are the CEO of your own agency, right? What are some takeaways at least that you can, share to our viewers, especially if they are aiming for becoming a top-notcher and then, they're gonna be moving into the workforce? Yung mabigay mo sa kanila.
Ang masasabi ko, if you are aiming for the top-notcher position, know that there is pros and cons. The pros is, maganda sa pandinig eh.
True.
It's because it's one of your life's achievements, tama. But the cons about that is, kaya mo bang panindigan ang pagiging top-notcher mo? So, the key takeaway here is, don't stop at being a top-notcher sa board exam. You can always be more in your life. Kung sasabihin nyo sa akin kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon sa life ko, I'm actually very confused. It's because I'm a CEO at my agency, I'm an insurance agent, I'm a real estate agent. Lahat ng madami. Kaya nga multi-potential. And most of us, mga millennials and Gen Zs, are multi-potential. When you say multi-potential, polymath ba na kaya natin mag-excel in different fields dahil limitless tayo eh. And the only thing that holds us back to actually achieving our maximum potential is our baggages talaga. It always goes back to our baggages. And once na ma-release nyo yan, you will be able to discover kung sino ka and ano yung purpose mo dito sa world.
So with everything that you've gone through your whole life, balik na, top-notcher geologist, CEO, agent, why do you choose to press play pa rin every day?
I'm pressing play every day. It's because, number one is, you will be able to create opportunities out of nothing. Number two, hindi mo alam kung sino yung mamimit mo next eh. And, hindi mo alam, yung next na tao na mamimit mo is either matutulungan mo siya or matutulungan ka niya. And number 3 is, kaya nandito ako, it's because I want to serve my passion and purpose in my life. Kasi as one of the guests dito said, na the guest before me said na, sabi niya, maximize mo yung life mo. Kasi nandito ka na eh. Hindi natin alam kailan ka kukunin ni Lord. Baka bukas. Baka next week. Baka next year. Kapag face mo si Lord doon sa taas, at least confident ako na sasabihin ko sa Kanya, I was able to live a full life.
Basically, really not regretting.
No
Everything.
Yeah, basically, narinig ko rin is like, just live every day as if nga, di ba, you're last. Kasi you'll never know kung kailan kunin ni Lord. And at least naman, when you actually go there, and then let's just say na, when you actually tell Him, right? Yeah, dun sa gates. Lord,
Ginawa ko na lahat ng gusto ko, Lord.
I did everything that I think was right.
Yeah.
Diba? And then, at least man lang nakatulong. Because those are the takeaways that I'm actually getting from what, listening to you. It's like, limitless talaga tayo. Right?
Yeah.
And then, at least if you are limitless, you can basically do whatever. You do anything.
Yeah. You can be Dread the agency owner.
Correct.
You can be Dread the fitness coach.
Wow.
Diba? You can be Dread the rapper or artist. Diba? Or you Dread the famous influencer dito sa Davao.
Dread the billionaire.
Yung yun!
Yes.
Ako na naman yung Kiko na simple tako.
Mapasan tayo dito. And then after pasa na sabi mo sa live. Yeah, here we go. But anyway, then.
So that's all that there is to be talked about. Thank you, Sir Ian. Thank you. Okay. And of course, if there's any takeaway that you can get from this video, leave a comment down below. Like this video, like our page, subscribe anywhere and everywhere.
And don't forget to press play.